Hi, my name is Ingemar Hunnings. I'm lead consultant at Hunnings Consultancy. This video is on the interface of Leap with Xero from the Leap side. I don't profess to be an expert in Xero, so this is showing you the export from Leap to Xero, assuming that you had not automated it, which you can do and would do as you got more comfortable with it. But this is how it is. Certainly, when I have done an implementation, I normally leave it so that it is for you to be able to see what is being exported. So let me now share my screen. I'm using my training leap data set, which is up here. I'm going to take my picture off just here as well, so that it's not blocking part of the video part of the screen. So you need from your home screen to go to the menu and accounting. And then it's on the office side, of course, because it's only the office entries from Leap, which are exported over to Xero. On here, go down to nominal ledger link, and that will open up on your browser where you're going to see here the entries or the journals from the entries that you've been putting into your matters in Leap. They'll be listed here. So let's look at the layout of what we're looking at here. So you have a filter here. We're looking by default at errant exported, and not exported is probably the most useful one there. You've got here the entries, which you can click on to have a look at, and it gives you a summary. And the idea of this screen is that you can check things before you send them over to Xero. It is a one-way export from Leap to Xero. You can't send stuff back from Xero to Leap. Just bear that in mind. Okay, so you could have a look at something and you could say, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I'm happy with that. And off we go. Or you could say, look, I'm not happy with that. So I'm going to select it. And this is highlighted this area here, where you can then say, look, I want to change the status to hold it back. And then you could say, right, I'm happy with all the rest. And so once your Leap has been linked with your Xero, which your implementation consultant would have done for you, and then you can sync. And it will then automatically sync, because you see this is on the browser with Xero, because they would have already been synced. They'll work through the same browser, and that's fine. And then you would see them on the success screen. That shows you those journals which have already been sent over to Xero. And then you do your magic in Xero for your profit and loss, or calculation of tax and such like. If you held something back, what you can do is look at the filter for what was held back, which you can then have a look at the entry. And if it makes sense to you, maybe then you can change its status back to, if you select it, not exported, and then you can export it. But it might be that you look at this and you go, I still don't understand what it is. What have we got here? We've got a debit of £50. So this is a payment of £50, okay? In 426, this is on the 29th of November. So there is a tool within Leap. If we go back to our Leap in the menu, the area here with the hamburger, and all accounting over here under general, you have search transactions. Now, this is a tool you can use anytime you want. I'm just showing you an example when you could use it. So you can look in here for transactions. We're looking on the office side as an office payment. So let's select that. It was £50. And you can date range it. So let's date range it a bit close to where we are and see if we can find it. Search. And here we go. There's the one for the 29th of November. So double that click, you can have a look into it further. You're looking at the actual transaction. You could actually right click and open the matter from there should you wish. Now, bear in mind that when you export over to Xero, it's a one-way export. So if you find that there's something wrong, then you should fix it in Leap, because if you fix it in Xero, it's not going to send the corrected entry back to Leap. So you're only going to have to fix it in Leap anyway. So you might as well do the fixing in Leap and then export over the correct entry. Let's go back to Xero. Okay. So if this was okay, we can then select that, selected items, change status to not exported. Let's change that It's nothing on a hold item any longer. Let's go to not exported. And then we bind that one to the 29th, which we could then sync over, perhaps together with the rest. As I said, there was an error that you'd spotted. Then if you had fixed it in Leap, what you may find is the error, the reversal of the error, and the correct entry. So you could hold back the error and the reversal and only send the corrected one, or you could send all three, and Xero will allow you to delete entries, so the error and the reversal, whereas in Leap you can't, because it's all clear there for the SRA accounts rules ledgers, the full transparency. So that's really what the export is from Leap to Xero. It is possible that as you get more comfortable with things, you switch on through the application settings, the auto sync. Okay, if you add someone assisting you with your accounts who's familiar with Xero and Leap, then they may have done that already. But this is just showing you how it comes out of the box with Leap. So in case it's not been auto synced, this is what it is and what it's for. So thank you very much. That is the recording of an exploration of the export to Xero. So if you have any further questions about Leap, or indeed about other things to do with other systems, then do feel free to contact us as me. This is the firm, Hunnings Consultancy. Give us a shout. You've got all here, by the way, on our website, lots and lots of information. And there are other systems that we support as well as Leap. If I just go on to here, you'll see Leap, clear action step and proclaim at the current time, and lots of information in here. The search allows you to search all the data, and there's tons of data, including compliance data, which is in there as well. So give us a shout if you need any help, and you can get in the actual here for asking for help, as well as all the contact details. Thank you very much.